Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Inferno is just ahead of us between Fnatic and HellRaisers for map number 2 of this best of 2 series. We just saw a double overtime madness in which HellRaisers took it. Snods,
hello.
Can they do it again?
Can they do it again? You know, being on Inferno, obviously prior on Overpass, it went to double overtime. HellRaisers, once they had cash in the bank, it seemed like they actually outplayed Fnatic in terms of Counter-Strike, which is rare to see. You know, for me, it seems like HellRaisers keep impressing me, similar to a Go, except now it seems like I believe this team could do it on land, definitely.
Yeah, I mean,
qualified. They also qualified for the Pro League finals as well, so they can do it on land. They had the 16-4 victory, as you said, in the group stages of Pro League Season 6 finals versus Fnatic, and now it seems like they're carrying forward that momentum into Season 7 as well.
Yeah, versus Liquid as well, obviously, albeit the roster changes and Zeus having to play for that event as well as the major.
Yeah, grain of salt, take a look.
Yeah, takes off a bit of pressure from that matchup. But even so, I mean, taking that over Fnatic is great to see. And HellRaisers, again, a very good team on Inferno on the CT side. I love the way they control Banana. Of course, Woxic being that flashy AWP, constantly changing positions, constantly finding picks. We saw it on Overpass. I'm sure we're going to see it again. Yeah,
only issues, of course. I mean, Na'Vi only yesterday beating out the likes of HellRaisers 16-6, rather decimating actually, but it felt like there was a bit of rust there, if you know what I mean, from HellRaisers. You saw a bit of shaky plays, you know, some whiffs from Woxic, for example. The close range AWP shots seemed like it kept missing or over flicking. What the odds there? Still favoring Fnatic.
2.25 to 1.61. Yeah, I mean,
I still think Fnatic win this one. Yeah, I really think Fnatic win this one. Yeah,
that's fair. No, I think it'll be a close game. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some more overtime here. You know, it's definitely a possibility. Yeah. But even so, HellRaisers, I'm still leaning their way for this one. I'm an avid HellRaisers supporter, as you can tell. Always have been, till I die.
Which is your favourite player on
Woxic? I love it.
Really?
Between Woxic and Issa, like it was Stiko.
Did you meet them at Star Series then?
I have met them at Star Series.
And this guy.
Either way.
Easily persuaded, this guy, you know. £10 under the table, he'll be singing your praises on cast. Everyone will think you're sick.
I'll be doing a lot more for £10 under the table. Either way, I think this game's going to be a lot of fun. Fnatic, you know, no strangers to Inferno, obviously. We talked about
strangers indeed.
No strangers indeed. We talked about this a little bit earlier, obviously, with the old school Crims Olaf on B. Now that's no longer Olaf in the lineup.
I can't look at you the same anymore. I just can't look at it the same.
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying, but just, what can I say?
How bad was my analysis? Come on, you can't even take me seriously.
Honestly, man, I didn't even know what you said.
What do you want to tell me about Fnatic?
We've already said quite a bit, haven't we? No, but to go back into why I think...
I'll cut you off. We'll jump into the game. We'll jump into the game. Live from the Intel Esports Arena, we have map number 2 coming up for you guys in just a second, I think. I thought I got told the game's live, but apparently I wasn't listening.
It was 2 minutes, mate.
2 minutes? I heard 10 seconds.
This is derailing.
Yeah, this is the worst segment we've ever had.
Where was I? I was going to say, let's argue. You think HellRaisers, I think, obviously, Fnatic.
Yeah.
In terms of using a sample size, in terms of evidence as to why, yesterday, Na'Vi winning 16-6 versus...
Yeah.
You just brushed it off like,
No, they got wrecked yesterday. That's
exactly. And I feel like there's definitely loopholes there. I mean, Woxic towards Arch was definitely struggling. It felt like when there was smokes coming towards Arch, he didn't really know how to handle that when he got aggressive. He was missing a lot of easy shots. So who knows, maybe today he's a lot more comfortable. They brushed off the rust and they're ready to perform. But I do think Fnatic this one, and it goes 1-1. I think 16-9.
Okay, that's pretty confident for Fnatic. I'm going to say we're going to go OT in this one. I'm going to call it. I'm thinking HellRaisers win it in OT. But yeah, I think they struggled yesterday against a very late round executes. Na'Vi obviously lots of set smokes, lots of executes. Why are you giving me that smile?
I still can't take you serious after what you
I'm a serious man. Leave me alone. but Fnatic have been playing a lot more fast pace. I mean, we looked at their B takes on Overpass. Very, very quick B takes. It was mainly retakes for HellRaisers. That's the only thing that I think could be a bit of a struggle coming into Inferno, because obviously Overpass, they were succeeding on all their retakes, so they're doing really fast. Stop looking me in the eye. But moving to this map, Inferno, obviously for those who know the map, it's very hard to get those retakes off consistently.
Hard indeed.
Hard indeed. Well, live brought to you from the Intel Esports Arena. It is map number 2, guys. I'm sure you've been waiting for it. I definitely have been waiting for it. Get me off this camera. Let's go into the pistol round. Fnatic on the CT side. Snots.
So, 4 Forces of Kevlar coming up for Fnatic. It will actually be golden, buying an HE grenade of all. Probably going to be lobbing that one towards Banana. And it does connect as well. Look at the damage dealt onto HellRaisers. Not even going to push her for that as well. Not only does the HE do damage to both Dead Fox, Woxic, and Angel, but it slows them down as well. They can't go for the rush towards Banana.
Yeah, to go for that nade over the smoke as well for golden is a really ballsy pick, especially when you're on a map where, you know, one smoke can really stop a push. They have so many choke points on Inferno, so surprise, but it gets great effect, as you say, so this will work out for now, but that won't. Bondic's already taken down JW, so a pick has gone the way of HellRaisers. Into the man advantage for now, it seems. That may force a rotation, but it will be miscalled as Flusher looks to come back to the B-bomb site. Luckily enough, HellRaisers have 3 men set outside of there and a smoke flash combo to get them into the bomb site.
Yeah, and right now as well, a minute left to work with, so potentially HellRaisers expecting over-rotation from Fnatic as the bomb makes its way towards the A-bomb site. But look at that, Lekro actually gets closer in towards the default site of A instead of falling back towards the B site. A good call from Fnatic.
Angel, he looked like he was going to wrap the smoke to spawn there because already Flush is low, but instead he takes the fight to the site and Golden dead. Angel's now done a great job of delaying this rotation. In fact, just removing it completely. He should be able to finish off Flusher. As long as the A-side attack works out, Crims and Lekro won't let it happen. 3 kills come between the pair, and now with 2 men left up, they'll rotate to B.
They have time as well. 25 seconds left on the clock. Angel, such good positioning. He's going to be able to deny the rotations towards the B side. But look at this from Fnatic. Crims, Lekro, they're legging it down Banana. And Woxic has no idea.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Angel surely's got to work it out by this point. There's been no rotate. They've got to know they're coming mid. The footsteps will be heard. They're trying to isolate this player on the site while they know one is deep CT. You can see Crims already checking that angle, and he'll find the shot. Woxic with 20 HP. Only a Glock to play. We've got to wait till they come closer, but he's taking ranged battles. This won't favor him. They're on the bomb. There's the first shot. Forces Crims off. He knows he's faking the defuse, and now Woxic can come close, but Crims, another fantastic round for him. As he showed up in the previous map, he shows up in the pistol. 3 headshots.
And there you have it, Fnatic claiming the pistol. HellRaisers is trying to sell a fake, but Lekro, instead of rotating towards the B bomb site, you can see potentially only hearing one player. That was Angel, the timing. There was so much that went into that. Maybe they heard a step in towards middle or apartments. Not quite too sure why, but whatever it was from Lekro and Flusher towards Pit and towards the default of the A site there, it was enough to hold off the aggression from HellRaisers and claims them that first round. So the thing is as well, T side Inferno, that pistol is so important, as we've seen so far already in Inferno, to snowball the rest of the half. And now for Fnatic, this is such a good scenario for them. It bodes so well later on.
Let's see how much HellRaisers can get done with this force. Angel throws the AK over to Bondic, so he's armored up alongside Issa as well. Fair enough. A bit of utility, sorry, for HellRaisers. They got enough for an execute. 2 smokes. You can throw that up towards Arch. Potentially get a standard B play as well onto Coffins and CT. But right now, they're just probing the bomb site towards A, trying to work out how Fnatic are running their setup, trying to get these smokes out of the hands of the CT side. A slow take for HellRaisers. They're not going to execute just yet, at least. They've got plenty of time, and without a pick as well, and a very hard map to actually get a bomb site in a 5-on-5. Very unlikely Fnatic again give up anything. You'd have to do some fantastic work to actually force Fnatic out of fighting these situations. JW, as you can see, trying to take the peek into middle, falls back off the corner. A bit of an off angle here. I like this, actually, because people are going to pre-aim the corner on Arch, but as soon as Arch is covered, they may look towards Library. Issa's not expecting it. JW's low, though, and Deadbox will be able to take advantage. That's a gun given over as well. He's already got the AK of his teammate. Maybe someone else can grab that gun.
Crims close to the smoke. Going to be clearing all the way towards Arch, but actually Deadfox at the corner, but unable to actually find any success towards the save bomb sub because Crims is there to deny any chance of it.
Yeah, 2 kills. Bondic peeks as soon as Crims moves away, but that's fine because there's a player in the pit still alive. Lekro drops Angel. Bomb plant attempted, but it's not going to go any further than that. Bit of extra bonus money for HellRaisers, but the round for Fnatic.
The crossfire there between Lekro and Lekro and Crims doesn't really get any better than that. Lekro towards pit, playing the headshot angle as they charge up from quad. Crims towards Arch, behind Deadfox, behind enemy lines as well from the players on default. Able just to basically cause a massacre towards HellRaisers on that site. And the bomb was planted, so they can still fight back, maybe buy some deagles, buy Kevlar, you know, PT50 again, try to get the bomb down for a second time, but even then.
Yeah, I mean, if they got 4 or 5 kills in that round...
Oh, they could force now, yeah.
Surely force, but not in this situation, no. Very light investment, if anything, to be honest. They want as much money for their first buy round. They want that AWP, because now, with the bomb plants, that is so on the table. They could definitely get that AWP. 3-round loss bonus after this one, that's going to be 2,400. HellRaisers, very light investment. P250s, Deagle CZs, as you say, but no armor on this one. No utility either. Deadbox already dead. Down Banana. Flusher looking to make some money as he runs up with the MP9. Angel will hear the footsteps. If he can follow up here, the B site's open, so surely Angel... Oh, he's gonna... So close. He runs out of ammo. Golden gets a kill to his teammate and falls back. Does Angel know he's still committed to the Banana corner? He's up by the wall. Angel, blind shot. Nope, not going to connect. That could have been an opening towards B, but unfortunately not going to go their way.
Man advantage here for Fnatic, even though Golden is low. Oh, the tag as well onto Bondic. This in front of the smoke bot, going to be having second thoughts as to going for a kamikaze mission through Banana. Boost coming out, trying to see if they can spot anyone towards wood or towards the tree there. Wide face towards Arch from JW. Does net themselves the third frag of the round here for Fnatic, so the Molotov comes out. HellRaisers run through it. There should be easy clean-up frags here for the M4 versus the non-armored opponents of HellRaisers, and of course it is. 3-0 now, going to the buy rounds.
8 kills for Crims with 0 deaths in 3 rounds.
Smurfing.
Yeah, pretty much. How long will it last? Because HellRaisers, they've got the buy here. They've got the AWP on Woxic. No armor to play with though at all. He has a smoke. At the very least, that box can buy up 2 as well. So HellRaisers, they have a fairly decent buy into this one. Pretty much full utility, you could say. Somewhat limited, but not enough to really complain about. Fnatic obviously don't have this open play just yet. And that's something that Woxic will at least be potentially aware of. He holds the mid-peak. Nothing comes through for Fnatic. Don't want to fight this with rifles, to be honest. And they know because of the bomb plants that HellRaisers found, there's a very high possibility there's an AWP in play here. So they need to play very reserved. You can already see them not peeking CT, not taking those fights just yet down middle. Want to find out what HellRaisers are running.
What HellRaisers are running is a default. And a very standard one at that. 2 towards apartments, 2 towards Banana, 1 towards T-stairs. You gain control of Banana with the Molotovs. You leave your lurk player towards Banana. That's going to be Dead Fox in this case. Usually you'd leave a player with grenades. The reason being is obviously if they take control of the top mid here, Hugo, that player towards Banana can smoke CT, Molotov out towards second oranges.
And there's 3 players there on the B side as well, so if you continue to throw smokes over, that just keeps the 3 players there. That means no one rotates A. That means HellRaisers have the A site. But how quick will this rotate be for Fnatic? They need to move a player over. As you say, Deadbox can't nade to keep these players at bay, so we may even see a double rotation with some aggression from Golden down B. Angel takes mid control. 40 seconds left on the clock. JW's found his way up Arch, and a shot through the smoke will drop Angel. That's a big kill to kick things off.
Look at the damage done as well to the health of HellRaisers across the board. 4 versus 4. Going through the smoke as well. Issa trying to see if he can actually get an impact further, even though he's onto low HP. Crims with the elevated ankle down towards Balcony. He actually spots the head, just the tip of Dead Fox. Finds the first frag, tries to go for the spray, and does actually connect the headshot again. But it's Lecro towards default.
And yeah, he shut this round down. Surely there's just no time. Woxic in a 1v2. Bomb can go down on the site, but there's 10 seconds left. And Fnatic looking to push back in. It's Flusher jumping back round the corner. Woxic just playing the bait. As Woxic moves towards the graveyard, he's going to miss the shot. That will be the end of his life. Flusher hits it. Fnatic are 4-0 to kick things off, looking very confident on the CT side of Inferno.
Yeah, if he had landed that shot to Flusher, they're able to get behind the single box, go for another face as well, only showing his head. Even if it was on low HP, wouldn't have made a difference. Definite chance there, but AWP, kits, all the grenades will be picked up from the corpses of Fnatic, being as economically efficient as possible. So, 4-0 now. And for HellRaisers, 2 players survived from Fnatic, so the question is, do you force? Obviously, if this was a reset round, I would say yes, but look at the cash right now for Fnatic. They have money to buy up into the next round as well, even if HellRaisers do claim this one. So it will just be the 2.9k, obviously, round loss bonus. If they lose this round and it goes to 5, they're going to have maximum round loss bonus, so they can go for a very strong buy into round number 6. But for now, just 3 CZs, Eagle there for Angel. Good utility, so they can execute somewhere, but of course, they have to survive that long to even get into that sort of scenario.
Yeah, no surprise JW hits the headshot to Woxic there, so Fnatic already off to a man advantage. Just solidifying this anti-eco as theirs, as it should be. HellRaisers have no business taking this round away from Fnatic with the equipment they have in store, but some of the equipment is coming back to haunt them. Nading himself as JW falling back off the angle as he gets blinded and trying to wrap around to Library potentially. Issa makes the cross and so does Deadbox. So JW, he's now panicking. Leclerc's going to have to step up, and he does with Crims. Crossfire from the site to pit. These 2 have been fantastic on this bomb site. And Crims, he's just not stopping Snots. Has this man died yet?
I think so once.
11-1.
Do you know what's so bemusing to me right now? Think about how good Fnatic was, right? Always the 3rd map, it felt like, in a final of a massive tournament. But where was Crims stationed? Who was he with? He was with Olafmeister, but at what site?
B.
Exactly, it was at B. So it feels like, obviously, with the departure of Olafmeister...
Oh, he's back. Oh, no, he's just throwing
No, he's just throwing the top banana smoke, but now it seems like actually the resurgence of Crims, changing positions, maybe just having a new avenue of approach, or maybe just spicing things up. Maybe he went to autopilot, or maybe he's trying to play the same meta from the last Inferno. Who knows, but all I do know is he's very strong towards his A site currently. Flusher through the smoke, of course, notorious for his well-placed sprays, lacking vision. But it will be the first frag found for Fnatic once again, and this could be setting up to be a very one-sided matchup already.
Yeah, HellRaisers is definitely not looking for that after such a great performance on Overpass. But a map that they are famously good at. Currently struggling. 6-0 on the cards if they don't pick up this round. Crim's peak with the flash, great timing with that fight. Gonna go for another one as well. Flash over the top, re-peek in, Molotov in. Issa does get the kill, but look at the damage received by that. 5 HP left on Issa. It's not exactly a favourable trade, especially when you're 2 men down, but luckily Deadfox will turn the tide of battle. One shot onto JW, beating the counter warp, but Lekro mollied in the pit. They're so aware of this position. He's been running it the entire map so far, so they just need to get him out of here. They check it. Issa will clear out that spot, and now with Crim's dead, there's no crossfire left standing. Flusher tapped through the smoke as it starts to bloom. Issa's dead.
That one frag could be enough now to set up the whole of this retake from Fnatic. Golden coming in from apartments. Has the Molotov though, unfortunately. You'd love to have them Flusher right now to molly out towards pit. Currently where Deadfox resides with the AWP. He cannot afford to miss a shot because the trade frag from Golden should be there. Flusher trying to make some more noise and a bit of a ruckus to try and sell a fake. And maybe Golden's towards quad as well.
Oh, Deadfox is not going to be ready. Golden comes out of the apartment and now they split. Flusher baits with the knife to try and work out the position of Bondik, but he's facing. He's taking the fight and he's winning it too. 1v2 by Bondik to find HellRaisers there first.
Smart play there from Flusher. You saw running out towards quad, trying to see if he can mimic a second player. Make it as if Golden was never going to come towards apartments. Nearly worked as well when he saw the fact that Deadfox had no idea exactly where Golden was. So back 10 invested into by Deadfox. Maybe they're expecting Fnatic to be out of cash already. I mean,
are they out of cash? Could we see HellRaisers money?
No. I meant Fnatic out of cash.
Yeah, but
I see.
No, it's more down to them not having the money for the AK.
How much money? Who has the Mac 10? Is it Deadfox or Woxic?
Deadfox.
Wow, he has 1.5k. Mac 10 is 1.2k, 1.1k.
It's 1.05. Yeah.
So he would have had 2.6k, yeah.
If he dropped the smoke, he could have got it. So that's.
So it must have been. They must have been expecting the eco. I mean, we've had close rounds, 1 versus 1s, 1 versus 2s. Misjudging the money and misjudging the setup as well. Flusher from the side will get the trade and 1 extra as well onto Golden. A 2-for-1 already towards Banana.
Yeah, Golden doesn't need to get a kill there. Flusher has both. And again, looking for the smoke shot. This is not a duel you should be taking if you're Woxic, but it is responded and he does good damage. Unbeknownst to him just yet though, Flusher's down to 11 HP. That may be grounds for a rotation from Crims back to be his old site in question, but he still sits here on Arch because they have no information. That's the thing. When you have a 3v3 like this, the best case scenario, someone from Fnatic has info. Maybe someone challenges Banana so you know that that's clear, or you know that HellRaisers are pushing. But with Flusher being so low, he's just got to wait for the cavalry to arrive. He can't afford to attack this site. So he sits back towards Graveyard, Coffins. As soon as he hears some noise, he'll be able to call for the rotate at least, and they'll have to play a 3-on-3 retake. With this roll from Flusher, he doesn't get a kill from this position. He just hides.
Molotovs to try to flush out exactly where Flusher is. Smoke coming out towards Coffin. We might see the spam from Flusher potentially.
Yeah.
But bomb being planted by the fountain. Spam comes in. Crims does connect some damage onto Bondik, but apart from that, that's it.
Now they have to at least work together with this retake with no utility. That's a hard task. 1 CT player, that's Letgrow with a silence, then 4, 2 more. With the bulky 30-rounders pushing up through the coffins, with HellRaisers having a perfect crossfire. I mean, as soon as one of these players pushes in between U-Box and Dark, they're going to get pincered. Letgrow does open up, though. Bondik peeks out wide to trade it. No need to take this fight. He can just wait. He's still got the crossfire intact. Flusher holding the angle while his teammate tries to make the play, but Crims just can't hit the shot. And I like the setup from Fnatic. They force Crims to try and get the damage done while Flusher low holds a close angle. But it's just not enough. HellRaisers is ready for the round, and Bondik will take it again with a couple more kills. It's 2-5, Fnatic with pistols.
Now would be a good place for a Mac 10. And then you have it from Deadfox, investing into the submachine gun. Woxic will invest into the AWP nevertheless, but 5-2. High chance as well we see a 5-3 scorer now as Fnatic deducted down to an eco. Should be around as well for HellRaisers where they can really establish good cash going forward into the remainder of the first half here on our 4th map of the day. This thing so far for HellRaisers, we know they can bounce back into this one. HellRaisers are a very good team at coming back from deficits. Look back at the last map as well, they were down 12-7. And they brought it back to overtime to win it in second OT as well. So HellRaisers are no stranger to being in a deficit.
Oh, but JW is no stranger to aggression, running through the apartments. He gets 2 kills. Angel trades, but in this kind of round, that shouldn't be happening. Fnatic shouldn't have players going off, grabbing guns, and getting executions like that. Still, though, it's controlled. HellRaisers find it back into a 3-on-3, and with Letgro already being spotted in the apartments by Angel, they can probably guess his pit position. He's been sitting here quite a lot. Angel spots him. Dink. Dangerous, but Nade forces him out. How does that not do much damage? I don't know. But Letgro tries to change up the angle. He knows they're pushing up short, so he'll fall back towards this mini pit at least. Deadfox needs to find this kill. He has a Mac 10, so he's perfect gun for the job. No excuse here for Deadfox, but he's run out of ammo. Oh, slightly scary.
Slightly. Obviously, after JW's
antics.
Antics is a great word. Antics towards apartments, but still close. We're not quite near them the round victory. 5-3 now heading into round number 9. Mac 10 once again, but it will be disregarded for the AWP. Actually, no, he just drops over the AWP. So this could be an APS burst, but the fact that they actually invested into the AWP means it's probably going to be a default. Deadfox, where does he go on the default? Does he go towards apartments or B? He must do so. Yeah, going towards Banana. Flusher actually will have second thoughts about peeking through the Molotov towards Banana. Surprising as well.
Mainly due to the flashbang.
Yeah, just to see the double ups that are actually coming out from Fnatic. We haven't really seen it so far. Or actually, they can boost over the smoke, I believe, which they will. So they can try to get a peer into mid. The problem is right now, they can't see over the smoke. They're not going to have much information. But I think this spectator bug, I'm not sure.
The elevation of the floor here is quite uneven. So as you can see there from this position, from JW's perspective, that smoke is a little bit downhill. So you can actually boost on that corner quite consistently and get a good angle.
Yeah,
that smoke.
There's 2 smokes that actually cause you to not allow to see over it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took a while for I think it was Zeus actually back when he was on Gambit, the first one to invent it. It's the first time we saw it. I saw it. And then everyone else basically went on to copy it because it's the only smoke that you couldn't boost over. Nevertheless, though,
HellRaisers haven't quite found that smoke just yet, but it doesn't seem to matter. They're not going towards Arch just for the moment. JW still posted there towards middle, but it's going to be progressing Banana here for HellRaisers. They send 3 players towards the top. Fact is, with 30 seconds left, it doesn't look like they're committing. No. And yeah, with no smokes, they don't want to hit B. That's fair enough, but that means they've got to desperately run back.
My goodness, as you said, no smoke grenades, so the frags are going to be so paramount for their only chance here into this round. JW goes towards Arch, finds one, falls back as well, trying to see if he can survive with his life. Goes for the audacious flick, but Letgro's there to aid him.
Yeah, this surely isn't possible now. No time left. Letgro's going to catch another from the back of the pit, and the pistol out for a third. Fnatic 6 rounds to 3. We saw a bit of a spark of life from HellRaisers, but it seemed to be well, easily quenched by Fnatic. Now the money of HellRaisers, well, non-existent. In fact, we've got a couple of players with just $1,000 or $2,000, a couple more with more cash, and so that's why they'll go for this force. But the thing is, it's not like they got a lot of kills in the previous round. It's not like Fnatic's money is low. You know, you're not really forcing many rebuys with this force. What do you think?
I think at this point, the problem is if they lose this round to Hugo, yes, you can have the 1A counter Woxic. I'd like to see it on Issa, but yeah, politics are a thing. At the end of the day, they lose this round, it goes 7-3. Then suddenly they're onto a full eco, 8-3. I mean, right now they're starting to build themselves or dig their hole deeper, essentially, with these buys. And as you said before, is it worth the force buy? Do you concede this round? Allow Fnatic to get to 7, try fight back and play for 8-7? Potentially. But for the T side of HellRaisers, time and rounds are slowly running out, and versus the double AWP setup as well. They have great utility, so an execution towards A or B would be great. I like to see them execute towards B, to be honest. Then again, you see Golden playing the elevated angle booster towards quad box, which would be so strong versus the pistols. It's such a hard scenario here for HellRaisers.
Oh, Crims, big roll, big position, but he can't hit the second shot. Issa there with the trade. The wrap towards the CT spawn is there, but Flusher has the AWP. Nade out. Not going to hit, but the AWP shot certainly does. Still traded again. And when we have this force from HellRaisers, 1-for-1s are exactly what they need. But this time, it's not that case. Golden will pull it back in the favor of the CT side. Good utility from Golden, considering he's low as well. Nade just tags down these players slightly. Can make all the difference when it comes to a dink or an AWP shot to the leg. But they've still got to attempt this retake, and that's a big peak from Angel. He still doesn't have a gun to work with, but he has 12 bullets in the clip. Reloads come in, and Woxic found one from the site, so it's all onto JW. Although definitely not the hardest clutch for him, he's done better. But Woxic, nice reposition in the corner, going to catch him. Free AWP upgrade as well, and the force buy works out for HellRaisers. Big risk, but snods.
High reward. Very, very well played there from HellRaisers. In the 2 versus 3, the flashbang for Angel comes out from Woxic from quad box, able to blind up JW. and blind gold, and he finds that frag. Also, Wosik knows that. The thing as well, right? If you have an AWP in towards CT and you're trying to battle a player in Ruin, you're really at a loss at that point. Wosik knows it. Wide face catches JW off guard. So I believe it was flush off guard. You know, 2 versus 1 in that scenario. JW with an AWP through a Molotov. Not really going to be the most successful opportunity, but Molotov towards top of Banana. And it's going to be the Fnatic Eco once more. So,
say Eco, this is the most flusher buy I've ever seen.
MP7, HE grenade, of course, but apart from Flusher, it is an Eco across the board for Fnatic, but 6-4, and for HellRaisers as well to fight back into this one. If they'd lost that round, I mean, this would have been an 8-3 scoreline, and Fnatic would have been running away with it.
Yeah, for sure. That one round has changed the half entirely. Now they look reinvigorated, they look confident, they look ready to go, and it's certainly showing in this round. Flawless so far, just Flusher left. Tail between his legs. And he actually spent all his money here. That's interesting. I'd like to know if that's purpose for some reason, or if it's, you know, just a miscommunication error. Like he fully forced this round, and no one else did. Everyone Fnatic held onto money, so maybe he's expecting to have a lesser buy in a couple of rounds coming, or I don't know. Interesting decision though.
I mean, $600.
Yeah, I mean it works if he gets kills, but it's so reliant on him getting kills, right? You know, if he doesn't get the kills, what goes wrong the whole round? That nade.
He's so good with his grenades, isn't he? Incredible. So, seems like he will actually be surviving here. Only real issue is going to be Issa, but he's not holding W, not making haste. So actually, Flusher will survive with the MP7. Can actually drop over an M4 as well to Lekro.
Yeah, considering... Oh, do you save in this one, though? I don't know. I think you save again.
No, they just bought. Yeah, he can drop over the M4 to Lekro.
You can, but should you? You're going to have a weak buy, you're going to have no AWP. Your utility's going to be limited unless you're getting SMGs like Lekro and Flusher here. So if we look at Crims and JW, what have they got? A smoke nade, kit? No, only one. I'd say you quasi-buy this round. You buy up AWPs next round with full utility, but no, they want to get back on the board sooner rather than later. And Wosik, he wants to get back on the board fast towards mid. Smoke denies him any presence from JW. So Fnatic hold on to this position for now.
So, round number 12, as we said before, Fnatic using all they have left in the tank. And, tiny gap in the smoke, and Wosik expecting the peak as well from JW. Man advantage, but take that away because Golden takes it with a life of Angel, trying to go for more.
Devvox is still there in the smoke as well, but he's actually caught off. Wox is just baiting with a shot through the wall with the AWP, but they won't connect. Again, good utility down Banana puts Devvox and Wox low into this round, so HellRaisers a little bit careful they need to be. Devvox, there's a gun drop towards top mid, so maybe he can grab that off the body of JW, who was picked earlier by Woxic. Through the gap in the smoke, no less. 50 seconds on the clock, and HellRaisers looking to take mid.
Yeah, no presence and information towards Banana for Fnatic, but the rotation will come in from Flusher. But not before Crims can find one frag. Actually a second as well. It seems like it's this new Mirage. Stairs playing towards Arch for Crims. Back and forth, he finds frags left, right, and center.
Yeah, and Electro needs to step up as well. Oh my god, talk about stepping up. Crims is there as well. I don't think Crims has even needed that round though. Electro gets 1. Crims finds 3, but that was a sick shot.
It's so weird. It feels like Crims is so good in positions where there's a left and a right. I know that might sound so weird, but does 2 B bomb site. He was so good at playing the big box, the X box there. He would hide and play the angles, would peek to the right, find a frag, peek to the left, find a frag. Stairs to Mirage, he'd peek towards Palace, find a frag, go towards Connector, find a frag. And Arch is the exact same, towards Quad, towards Arch. It feels like such a good position where you have a calm player like Crims, gives good information.
Instead of just holding like a choke point, right?
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
I like it.
It's so strange to see that, you know, it's such a weird phenomenon, but nevertheless, AWP from JW towards Quad. Playing the off angle potentially. The only issue is, of course, a great peek from Issa towards Boiler. Could catch him off guard. Angel towards Banana does get tagged down by those grenades, but Fnatic won the fourth by their own. They're trying to get back into this half.
I like that nade though. Forces Lekra out of position so he can't actually hold the edge of the smoke. HellRaisers push up and take control, but JW was jumping so didn't go for the AWP shot. Lekro makes up for it. No longer in the pit, but he's still hitting stuff. Crims as well takes a shot through the smoke, and Lekro, if he can get a third, that's done and dusted. This round is over. Devvox can respond, but he's only on a CZ. Crims doesn't even need to push up here, but he certainly will with the support of one other player. That's Flusher. And Crims, again, I feel like I'm just repeating his name. 2 kills that round.
18-7, my goodness. 14 as well for Lekro. It feels like these A players are having a field day. HellRaisers, Yes, on their ecos, they go towards apartments, they go towards middle. Yes, it's easy frags there, but in these buy rounds, every single round HellRaisers has gone towards the A site. It felt like Lekro and Crims had such a strong crossfire.
Definitely.
Able to dismantle any assault, anything HellRaisers threw at them.
Yeah, and Lekro was a bit quiet last map, so it's great to see him stepping up and having a sick performance like we know he can have. Nade is perfect on B. Big surprise, that's Flusher. Takes down Deadbox and tags everybody else. Flusher's going to follow up. He's getting hungry. He wants those eco frags, and who doesn't? It's 4 Glocks. Another kill from Flusher. Maybe the ace, but Woxic says no. Woxic says a big no, actually. He gets 2. So damage from Fnatic that really didn't need to be inflicted, but it was the second last round of the half, so they can still buy, so it doesn't really matter. Just gives a bit of extra money to buy up for Woxic, who actually, now as a result of those 2 kills, has $600 extra so can buy the orb. So that actually makes a difference. Wow. That's huge, actually.
I don't know if I like it, though, to be honest. What can you do with the open Inferno? Your job is to hold Banana peak, hold the mid peak on the default, right? Help potentially get control towards Banana, go for the peak towards the corner, or go for the peak towards quad or arch. At that point, you're limited. If you don't have Kevlar with the AWP as well, when you go for these site takes after you've got map control, you're useless.
I mean, this has been a recurring conversation we've been having these games. You know?
And he found the first pick, so it is worth it.
Yeah, I mean, it's risk reward, right? Just because it may not be a great idea doesn't mean it won't work, you know? Although Flusher does respond, however, that's onto Angel, not Woxic. Still the AWP in his hands. That's a Flusher peak right there.
I like it. I like it. 4 versus 4 then. Minute 15 left on the clock. Flusher looking confident. Pushing through the smoke. Dead Fox might actually be walking into the jaws of defeat of Flusher's AWP scope.
He should jump this angle, though. Jump to check, or at least bait peek he does. Flusher forced the shot and tagged on the edge of the smoke as he exits. So, bit of damage and a bit more control for HellRaisers. They now have the top of Banana, and at no cost, that's the thing. Flusher's fallen off. He doesn't spot the bomb. He doesn't spot the 3 players. As far as he's aware, there's only 1 man there. But Fnatic have a bit of an inkling. They're running a 2-2 with 4 men up, so still confident this could be a B play, and they're going to be damn right. Flusher, smoked and flashed off, going to go for the play round the edge of the smoke to the back of the site. Woxic trying to come through as well, but he's been counter-flashed, and Flusher's just going to take a bite out of Dead Fox, looking for another one as well. No one's pushed up the HellRaisers. They're trying to molly him out, but it doesn't seem to matter. He's still going to hit his second shot. That's a kill that shouldn't have gone through, but Golden lines up 2, and that's the half. Fnatic 10 rounds to 5, looking far more confident than Overpass.
My goodness, as well as, you know, the 10-5 scoreline, it feels like the confidence is there. Crims, what, 20 frags in 1 half, crazy scenes, crazy performance so far. Pretty much set up to get 30 frags as well by the end of the matchup. He factored as well. Lekra now waking up the sleeping giant, maybe that was missing from the CT and T side of Fnatic versus HellRaisers and Overpass. And now it feels like firing on all cylinders now for Fnatic. Everything's working. This crossfire and this play towards A on the A side of Inferno now from Lekra and Crims has been unbelievable.
And this game that looks somewhat close after the half. I mean, if Fnatic now pick up pistol, this is going to be a stomp. 16-5 potential.
Oh, of course.
If they get the pistol, the conversions, 1 buy, which
13-5.
14-5.
Oh, yeah, exactly, yeah.
And that's the game, surely, right? 14-5, and then they're on eco.
Well, yeah.
And then they're on eco. So, yeah, this is so dependent on pistol right now. Of course, you know, you can say that for literally every scoreline. But of course, you know, 10-5 half of Fnatic is very good on the CT side after how well shaky the last map was for them.
And it was a close start as well. Remember, this was a 6-5 scoreline. HellRaisers just reset the money of Fnatic. If they win 1 more round, win versus the Force Buy, they're forcing out 2 ecos. You know, they could have actually had the lead. It's 8-7, 7-6, or along those lines, right? But instead, of course, you know, in typical Fnatic fashion, somehow, someway, Flusher finds 2 kills. There's extra cash with the MP7. They win a round with 2 UMPs, 1 MP7, and 2 M4s. They managed to make it work, and from that point forward, they won all the remaining rounds, 10-5. And now going into the T half from Fnatic, if they win the Terror side Piston, especially with how good Golden's calling is in Inferno T side, I don't see much room here for HellRaisers.
Well, on the flip side, what do we need to see from HellRaisers on the CT side right now? They're on the defending side on the second half, so assuming pistol goes their way and we're going to actually see some buy rounds in their favor, what do they need to do to try and catch Fnatic off guard?
Dead Fox towards B and Woxic towards Arch for me are the keystones, the keys to victory, sorry, in terms of what HellRaisers need to facilitate if they want a chance to actually bring this one back. Win the pistols, you said. But I want to see Woxic, you know, impress me from yesterday. Yesterday, he was missing very easy shots. He was giving up Arch control very easily. Yeah. When the smokes were coming in towards Arch, we saw that Na'Vi were able to go in towards CT so many times. They're coming from behind. I mean, how many times did we see Electronic in CT coming into behind, you know, the players holding on B? So what I want to see is better Arch control from the likes of Woxic and Dead Fox and, sorry, just Dead Fox, yeah. Maybe more banana control to help Woxic, maybe more information. I'm not sure. For me, it is about arch control, and yeah, that's the keys to victory in terms of what I want HellRaisers to do.
Oh yeah, it's just going to be dependent on whether they get a good start into the second half, because again, if they don't get the first pistol, then it is surely a recipe for disaster for them, because they're not going to have the money to get that utility on the CT side. That is what's important for example, banana control, or even to some extent arch control, because you want that AWP on Woxic, right? Assuming he hits his shots. So let's see, HellRaisers, they've got to pull a big comeback here, but they're not a team that doesn't have the possibility to do so. They've actually gone for a 4-man B stack here as well into the pistol, but no utility to play with it. They're just going aggro. And so Fnatic flashes perfect. Woxic gets damaged, but with 4 players here, there's still plenty more to repeat. ESL will show it. Woxic goes for another, but it's Angel to land 2 from the back lines. He's run down mid, and Fnatic have run out of players.
1 remaining, make it 0. 10-6. HellRaisers have begun the potential climb up the mountain of recovery of this matchup, because they were down 10-5 at the half. They start their checklist, or they tick off the first point really on the checklist and bring this game back. But yeah, now it's going to be the force play coming from Fnatic. No bomb planted, no frags found as well for the Swedes, so they're going to be investing across the board on all 5 players. Golden doesn't buy Kevlar, but invests into that utility. They have a smoke to work with. They could smoke off mini pit and go for an Apps burst potentially.
Yeah, good idea. I think with this kind of buy, right, if you're Fnatic, you want to get something, close range of the CZ.
And the 1 smoke would be best towards mini pit as well, yeah.
Yeah, this is a hard round to approach, right? On T-side force buys on this map, they're never really too successful. It's so hard to get banana control without utility to force CTs off of the car position with the Molotovs. If you don't have that, Fnatic, you're going to struggle. But they are looking towards apartments, it seems. 3 players up in there. Golden sitting in middle. They've drawn Flusher back from that banana control as well, so all 5 Fnatic players outside of this A-bomb site. HellRaisers playing a very passive setup. This could be good in terms of trying to retake, but you're giving Fnatic a lot of room in mid.
Exactly. And with the range advantage you have with the FAMASs and the M4s, you want to be taking those early jewels. Woxic,
yeah,
the man of the match I said to look out for, will be challenged and finds the first and the second frag as well. Then she traded out.
2 for 1's good though. Flusher will grab 1 kill, but that's it really. It seems to the T side. This force buy has been shut down. Flusher still behind enemy lines, and still with potential, as he always has. But Angel will be pulling it back. So HellRaisers, they do get their 7th round. They get their anti-eco. 2 on the board this half, and looking for the 3rd. This should be the easy one, though. Fnatic with full eco. No one has over 2100, so there's going to be no investment more than a flashbang, if even that, to be honest. This is a round where you just fully group up and go together. I don't like it when T's run defaults on this round. Unless you're trying to bait out utility, there's no real reason to run a default. You should just go for, 1 flashbang on Golden, burst yourself into apartments, burst yourself up B, do something, and try and overwhelm some CTs. Well,
the goal here for Fnatic is to force out Molotovs, force out utility, and try and waste money from HellRaisers.
Yeah.
Obviously, expensive utility here for the CT side, but already some expensive kills as well.
Oh, Deadbox making moolah. Runs out of ammo, switches to the pistol, and another 2 kills will come through. Maybe a tap through the smoke, maybe. No, Lekro's going to get away. He flees for his life, doesn't want to give him the ace, doesn't want to give him the satisfaction. Bondicky maybe stealing this away as well. No, Deadbox finds it. That's very good. Lots of money. 3 kills with that SMG as well, so that will equate to 1800, plus the 2 pistol kills, so 2400 in the bank. And Fnatic now on the buy. The HellRaisers, I say you upgrade, right? Because especially when you're coming into this one, down on rounds.
The issue is if you upgrade here for your HellRaisers, because you had 3 SMGs, and they've only got 1 they traded the M4, the Ops from Woxic. You had 3 SMGs. If you upgrade 3 players and lose the round, you're out of cash instantly.
Yeah.
So it's also the risk versus reward. If you win this round and try and get aggressive with these MP9s and gain the first frag using your utility, HE Grenade could have lined up and been perfect, but actually Flusher gets away. The master of HE Grenades himself expected the play coming out from the likes of Deadfox, but this is what I mean though with these MP9s. You can still get close range. And plus, if they'd lost this round, if you go for the 4-weapon, 3-weapon switch from the SMGs, reinvesting all the money you actually accumulated by winning the pistol and the conversion rounds, it's rather futile at that point.
Well, a big opportunity presents itself for HellRaisers, or will they crack under the pressure? Smoke towards short for Cribs, Molly in return. JW gets right past it. That could be big, because look at his position already. He's actually wrapped into CT spawn. They could change his plan completely. It looks like an A setup with a very passive B hole from the low HP player, but now that we have a player in CT spawn, instead of wrapping B, he's going to flank Library, and Foxy has no idea. JW's going to take him down, and that would just cause the burst from Fnatic. Shouldn't have left Arch open for that long. Foxy's control there already lackluster, not a good start, but now Fnatic are going to burst into this bomb site with 2 players up. They need some big kills. Issa gives away his position, but they don't know where Angel is, so he can catch Crims. 2 frags on the CT side. Deadfox is dead on the rotate through middle, at least on Flusher, but Issa will follow up in the pit. These 2 CTs are still in position. How have Fnatic not got rid of them? There's no nades to do so, and there's no fights being taken. HellRaisers is just waiting for the team to rotate in, and there it is. Bondic runs up through Arch, 1 for him. Flusher last alive, and what a perfect hold on the A site from HellRaisers.
Issa there, definitely the man of that round. The smoke in front of himself towards Quad meant that no one from Quad could trade the frag from Apartments. The longer he stays alive, the more time he buys for Angel to get 1 frag at the side of the head.
Yep.
Then Angel doesn't overface and get overzealous and give away his life. Gives time as well for, I believe it was Deadfox, no, not Deadfox, oh god, Angel, I think, from the B-bomb side to come in for the rotation from Library. Discipline being shown by HellRaisers, and it definitely pays off.
That's the kind of teamwork and communication you hope to get, but never do in your matchmaking games.
Oh, of course.
Players not playing for frags, but playing for the round win itself. HellRaisers do a very good job. Fnatic now, CZ rush up towards B. There's an MP9 here. How do they not check it? There was a deep smoke. No one looks out of the first 3 players to cross, and they're going to lose 2 players as a result, but they get 2 as a response. So, AK picked up. They're going to barrel into B. Slow rotation, but Angel drops a bomb through the smoke. So that's an important kill there for HellRaisers, because it keeps this one intact, and Angel should challenge this bomb plant if Flusher tries to go for it. Won't even get that far. Angel, 3 kills, all headshots, shuts down the B site alone. Well,
my prediction of 16-9 win for Fnatic's already gone out the window. But I still do believe Fnatic win this one, even though it's looking rather shaky on their T side. The buy's coming in. They've seen a few rounds from HellRaisers now. They know how strong the crossfire is, how well Issa's been playing towards balcony, playing towards Apartments. He gives up enough space, but also denies enough ground against Fnatic to really have such an impact in terms of giving space for Angel, giving space to other players as well. Nevertheless, though, bomb still towards T-stairs. The Molotov will deny the peak coming up from Woxic, which will slow down the pace. As I said, that the flashes are there, and Deadfox and Woxic towards Banana are going for the peaks. Oh, they can leave him here. Has he got a smoke grenade? He does have smoke as well. He has a smoke and molly, yeah. So
it's perfect.
Shoots, chucks the molly out, smokes the ball Banana, goes for a reface. He can actually hold on towards B for a very long time. Has such good counter grenades to deny push.
Look at how many nades HellRaisers have though. That's the thing. Fnatic are holding this ramp position because they're waiting for early utility to be used. Maybe for HellRaisers to take some Banana control. But actually, they mind game it themselves. As you say, they just hold with one player there. So this is a really good read from HellRaisers. Not wasting nades and utility early on into the round. Woxic's going to find first blood, and second as well, shutting down the 2 Banana players. There's even Golden left there as well. If he continues to push, he could walk to his untimely death. Woxic re-picks back in. There's a third. This round is over.
It is indeed. 5 versus 2. Crims and Lecro as well. Coming in towards Apartments. You know, Angel likes to play in towards the graveyard position. Issa as well playing on balcony. Great hold in from the HellRaisers. No one giving any room, any chance for Fnatic to get back into this one. This could be the ace. Actually, will be denied here from Lecro coming out towards a balcony. Easy frag found by Issa. Such a great setup there.
I love that.
Obviously, the first person to get contact is Issa. They all look at him towards balcony. Angel pops up, 2 frags inside of the head. The round's theirs.
Yeah, no, really good setup. They were running against Na'Vi the other day, but we never really saw Na'Vi in the situations where 1 or 2 players pushing out of apps. They went for very late round, quick executes. The HellRaisers kind of had to fight because they were getting mollied out of those positions. If Fnatic can catch on to how HellRaisers are running the CT side and how they're running this default towards A, then surely they can get themselves back into the swing of things. But not this round. It's CZ's in their hands, and not much else.
Well, AWP for Woxic as well. Obviously 4K in the last round. He had so much forward positioning there with the aid of Deadfox getting control towards Banana, able just to leave him there stationed, finds 1 frag. Don't know how I feel about going for a repeat, but he found the frag, so fair enough. Obviously, if he dies, he gives up full control towards B, but he took that risk into his own hands. And I said, Woxic is the difference maker on Arch and on Inferno for HellRaisers in this matchup versus Fnatic, and right now is showing us why.
Let's see if he can step up against pistols, because Fnatic's still very dangerous, even with these CZ75s. Different setup. We still have Issa on the Apartments, but Angel's in pit this time, so a bit of a bait and switch. Fnatic may be focused on that graveyard that as Angel can repeatedly play, but now he's up in the big pit. Fnatic may be caught off guard. Woxic playing very passive still with this AWP. Fnatic, only a flashbang to work with here. It has to be well timed. Someone has to be blind from it. I imagine they're going to set it up for Issa in this position, but no, it gets Angel instead. Issa's still not blind, and he's still shooting off shots. Issa and Angel, 2 kills, make it 3. Angel, every single frag towards his site. And Crims, what can he do? He's alone. He's been spotted, and Angel, he's got 4. shuts down the eco of Fnatic, and HellRaisers another round on the board. Flawless this half, Snots. That's 7 in a row.
Yeah, I mean, everything so far for Fnatic hasn't worked. On their T side, they've tried their hand at the pistol. Didn't work out for themselves, obviously. The banana rush and the mid rush from HellRaisers obviously was such a great counter to it into the bar rounds as well. Woxic's orb's been phenomenal. Issa towards Pit has denied any chance towards the A site. And now Woxic changing up as well. Jumps across, see if anyone's there to spot it. Actually, Angel.
He legged JW and Angel,
yeah, and Angel
finished
it.
him.
That's one of the things we saw from Guardian and Inferno, actually, was he would jump across, see if there's an AWPer there. If there's no AWPer holding it, he just literally peeks into it.
Yeah, I like it.
It's really good, really effective. But what isn't effective is potentially overstaying your welcome towards Banana when you have a man advantage. But obviously for DeadFox, trying to get some more info, gain an extra advantage as well, but it doesn't actually work out in his favor. So they do lose some ground towards B.
And this is a gap that Fnatic can exploit because we've seen them do it before. HellRaisers have now lost Arch control completely because Woxic is wrapped towards B. If Fnatic can work out this AWP is now on B, they may be tempted to wrap Arch. We saw Flusher do it a few rounds prior where he went into CT and flanked Library to kill Woxic. If they can take advantage of this lack of Arch control, this could be good for Fnatic. But Angel's here, and so is Bondic. They're shutting it down. Bondic on B, in fact. It's Angel defending quad on his own, and he doesn't need support. He doesn't need a team because that's 2 headshots and 1 man standing. Crims. He's got it all to do, Snods.
1 versus 4. Smoke to deploy potentially if he even gets that far towards the site. Angel's been so strong so far in this matchup. Will concede his life eventually. But it's going to be 8 rounds in a row now for HellRaisers. And where is the pause?
Yeah, that's a really good point. Fnatic not called a single one this map, even though it's been very back and forth. I don't think there were really many in Overpass. We saw a couple. Considering it's double OT and almost triple, then
yeah, but like the pauses were from HellRaisers.
Yeah.
It wasn't really from Fnatic. I don't think we saw one.
I think we had one. I think we may have.
But it was a technical pause.
I can't remember.
It's hard, yeah.
Yeah. It was a while ago. We've seen many, many rounds since then. Either way, they should have called one this map. That one's apparent. And they've definitely not. HellRaisers have had no need to. They've been very good on the CT side, even with only 5 rounds on their T half, which some would say is lackluster, especially against a strong T-sided Fnatic. But HellRaisers is certainly disproving that theory.
Yeah, I mean, so far as well, 8 rounds in a row on their CT side. Fnatic finished the last half at 10-5. So, just to put it into perspective, no rounds won so far in the second half of Fnatic. Potential frustration amounting in the camp of Fnatic as well when you consider that nothing has worked. As I said before, A play has been denied from Issa and Angel's great setup towards Graveyard and Balcony. Towards B, we haven't actually seen much. Maybe the B bomb site is the change of course they need to try and get some rounds back on the board and get themselves some footing into this matchup.
I can't think of a single B execute we've seen from this half, actually, thinking about it. Not
well, the pistol was it, where they went towards B?
Yeah. Aside from pistol, I think with rifles, you not had a single one, which is crazy. Double smoke setup, though, for Fnatic. They have Coffins and CT, but Bondic's still here on the boost, and he's grabbed 1 headshot. They now know he's here. Usually he wouldn't stick around in the same spot for too long, but he doesn't get punished for it. Instead, it's DeadFox with his secondary AWP to get 1 shot off, but the MAC-10 reigns supreme. Letcro, 2 kills. And Angel, he's going to try and wrap back in. The bomb's yet to be planted, but now the rush for time, 30 seconds left. No smokes towards CT, and that allows Woxic to just drop Letcro, going for that face. Golden, nice trade there, but he doesn't get the second. Very close, however. Issa 12 HP, and HellRaisers 14 rounds, Snods. This is still flawless. Fnatic have no response.
Wow. Round number 25 then. What's it going to be from Fnatic? They finally went towards the B-bomb so with some sort of execution. But was it too late? Have they tried and tested this A-bomb site too many times prior? And now finally they leave themselves with only 1 real chance in this buy round. If they lose this one here, Hugo, 15-10 and another weak buy. You know, CZs, pistols, 1 UMP, etc. This is the round to do it. So, will be 5 AKs. Good utility as well for Fnatic. They are taking a torch towards Banana, but DeadFox Orb will deny Banana control already for HellRaisers, which means Bonda can rotate towards the A-bomb site if he wants to. Oh, is that flashbang?
Oh, Angel, look at this close peek they line up. Woxic's still supporting even after Angel's death. A 1-for-1, but Woxic's found 2 for none. And now with Golden being the only man to get a kill, he's already dead. So Letcro and Flusher need to step up as they continue to push up towards the safe site. Actually backing off. And Woxic sees it. Even if he doesn't hit the shot, he's got the info. So now Issa's aware and ready of this potential. He's not even going to take the face. He holds an off angle. And Flusher, of course he doesn't expect it. Who would? Issa back in for the re-peek and 2 kills from the back of the pit. Means HellRaisers, they may take the CT side all the way to victory lane. 10 rounds deep, just need 1 more. Fnatic can continue to buy, but with no utility and no AWP and no rounds, I'm not really holding out for this one.
Yeah, 10 rounds in a row so far from HellRaisers, as you said before. Conceding 10 in a row, do we really feel like Fnatic can win 5 on a hot streak and bring it back to OT? I just don't see it happening. HellRaisers are playing such great Counter-Strike so far. This isn't a case where we're going, oh, well, roster move X, roster move Y. That's why, you know, we're waiting for success from this roster. These are two teams that kept their rosters between seasons, and it seems like HellRaisers got a lot more efficiency out of that time between each season.
Yeah, and even with the addition of Bondic, it doesn't make a massive difference because he's played in this roster before. He's played under Angel. But Fnatic, let's just notice this. They've taken a 2-man advantage. Angel going to trade things back, and with that kill, with the money in the way that it is, HellRaisers certainly might be tempted to go for this retake. However, it's not going to be easy. Fnatic have so many men up, and not only that, but they still have the Molotov and the double smoke set up on this T side. Spot from Bondic. He knows Crims is in the corner, but aware this could be a bait, and it is. Flusher gets him from the boiler. Angel tries to move up, still knowing Crims is here. But Flusher's not in position to stop him this time. There's the frag from Angel. Flusher, ready and waiting, gonna get the shot off, head shot onto Flusher, and now 2 players from HellRaisers, low on time, but high on enthusiasm, into the site. Lekro sprays 1, can he get the second? No, but Deadfox will get the flick, not enough time. But with Golden dead, even with Deadfox dead, Fnatic have very limited money moving forward. In fact, just win money and kill money, so they'll have no one over $4,000.
Oh my god, you really see the extent of the damage there when you see the scoreboard.
Jesus.
10 in a row. HellRaisers all above $10,000 before the buy came in as well. How often do you see that? All 5 players above 10 grand cash in their bank accounts. But interesting thing to note as well, Crims only on 22 frags when he finished the half at 20. Flusher actually overtaken in terms of fragging ability, so it seems like Crims is unable to find his performance and his form onto this second half as well. And Flusher goes down early. This might be a 16-11 scoreline here, Hugo.
Yeah, it's looking likely unless Fnatic can pull this one back. Triple B setup is exactly the remedy HellRaisers need to this B take, but Fnatic aren't committed with the bomb dropped in second mid. Still laps control for Issa, and it's going to be contested by Lekro as well on the other side of the map, but Issa falls out. Fnatic, they fall out of Banana, regrouping towards the bottom of mid. HellRaisers may reconsider this triple B setup now with the lack of control from the T side. If they don't get their shoes, their running shoes on and rotate back towards A, HellRaisers may be in a tough spot. There's only 2 players here, Snots.
Smoke coming out towards mini pit. No one, actually, 1 player towards apartment, so Lekro is really a key player in all of this. Issa playing in towards graveyard and pit. He is spotted. Where's Woxic? In towards the single box on default. Oh, the spam as well is so profitable.
Oh, so much damage, and Angel even finishes off a kill onto a full HP player. That wasn't even one of the guys he tagged. It's all over, out of nowhere. HellRaisers just run over Fnatic in the final round. A flawless one to get the victory 16-11. A singular round for Fnatic on that T side. Need I say that was not enough?
Yeah, I mean, incredible performance there from HellRaisers. 16-11 from a 5-11 deficit. I was feeling rather smug there with my 16-9 call for Fnatic, but it feels like HellRaisers are playing just unbelievable CS right now. It seems like all of what Angel is saying to his new addition to the rosters, that being Issa and Woxic, they're absorbing everything. He's able to instill all of his, Counter-Strike knowledge, all of his experience is being literally through osmosis gained by, Woxic and Issa. And right now with that raw firepower and now the level of play we're seeing from the likes of Issa, on towards balcony, not over-facing, not getting overzealous. Woxic, yes, he does go for those audacious re-peaks, but he's got the skill to back it up.
Yeah, definitely, right? There's very few players who can play as aggressive as Woxic and still hit their shots. Definitely, one of the best AWPers in Pro League, I've got to say, at least from what we've seen so far. Of course, we're only on the 2nd broadcast day, but he is looking so damn good, carrying this team through some matchups. Although everyone's having their moments, and that was certainly true on Overpass, as it is on Inferno. Fnatic, they've got to be kicking themselves. After a 10-round CT half, they're not going to get a thing done apart from a singular round on the 2nd. Bit of a messy pistol here, but either way, I mean, lack of beat control from Fnatic, we could say they didn't really attempt that site too much. Look at the amount of times they pushed A, and this crossfire from Angel and Issa up in the apartments, the graveyard, the pit, the constant movement around the site. It was so good. It was so nice to watch, so refreshing.
Definitely was. And this was the only round as well Fnatic won, where they came in towards the A-bomb site, they found the early frags. It was a 4 versus 2, and that actually came down to a 2 versus 2 as well. Oh, sorry, yeah. 1 versus 1 with Deadfox. So, yeah, I mean, 10 rounds, 1 in a row. 11 rounds 1 out of 12 being played from HellRaisers, and just to be said like this, Angel, again, continues to impress me. From Season 6, he impressed me. Season 7, it's just unbelievable, the amount of Counter-Strike knowledge and how strong he is at nurturing talent. Think of all the players that have come through HellRaisers and come through Angel. Simple, Oscar. You know, the list goes on in terms of star players who are able just to improve their game on all facets with Angel.
Well, talking of young talent, and specifically Turkish talent, that's what's coming up next. It's Space Soldiers versus LDLC on Cobble. That'll be up after this break, so be with us very shortly.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, Betway, Pay Safeguard, Logitech G, Mountain Dew League, X